Chloe. Hello, Chloe. We're at breakfast at the THR Hotel. There's our apartment key. Really big room, really nice. Had decent air conditioning, didn't feel hot in the night or anything, really good. Really nice shower, actually the shower was really warm and hot and decent, yeah. So we're down at breakfast and we've decided, I've gone for the THR breakfast, which is like loads of different things, I'm not sure exactly. One said tenderloin, so I don't know what that is. And you've got the omelette, haven't you?
Omelette with ham and cheese and milk and cereals.
Yeah, so omelette with ham and cheese. Emily's got an omelette as well, I think, or maybe milk and cereals.
She's sharing a bit of it.
Yeah, I got some milk and cereals and stuff, so yeah. Anyway, drinks are coming now. Emily, what are you moaning about? What are you moaning about? I think she saw something called sweet breakfast on the menu and she thinks that it is sweets, but it's not sweets. It's like croissants and stuff, so... Yeah, but you don't want that, Emily. She doesn't really know what she wants. Breakfast has arrived and it looks pretty big. Even Emily's cereal is massive, basically. It's huge, isn't it, Ems? And yeah, you get bread as well, and Rachel's omelette looks pretty good. Chloe is having baby food, which we brought here. But yeah, it looks really good, and yeah, hopefully it'll be good, but I'm pretty sure it is good. Oh yeah, she's got some of the bread actually. So Chloe, you got the bread, didn't you? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it looks really, really delicious, and it's quite big, you know. Yeah, I thought that yesterday actually, that everything was really big for what we paid, really. Yeah, so it looks really nice. So we're going to tuck in. We've got a beautiful day for our trip to the Transfagarasan. We're just setting off from the THR Hotel, which is Tourism Hotel Restaurant, I think. And nice view of the monastery this morning, which was quite a nice little place to go over and have a look at. And yeah, we're just getting ready to go, aren't we?
Yeah.
Basically, I've put some stuff in the car, which is down there somewhere. I think it's down there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You get this nice big balcony. Get a table that you trip over, like me then. Next to a bar that does stay a bit noisy overnight, but it's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, nice view of the church, or monastery, I think. And you get a nice long balcony. It's really good. Yeah, 2-bedroom apartment, but yeah, basically we're heading off, and we're pretty sure the weather's going to be good for the Transfagarasan, so I don't think it's going to be too cold or anything. I've got a hoodie in the car, but I think it's going to be like 10, 12 degrees. Just one last look at the old room. It's done us proud. The bathroom and this room. TV was decent, put like a Fire TV stick on that. That was all good. I don't know about the Romanian TV, but it did look like they had full, like, kind of cable or whatever. But yeah, so we're heading off. We're going to go and jump in the car, get everything set up, and then head off to the Transfagarasan, and hopefully should be pretty good. Should have some nice sights. I'm wondering if there'll be any snow on the mountain tops. I get a feeling that there won't be. But yeah, right, this is the last time to look at the room, and then we're heading off, isn't it, So we're going to go up to the mountains, aren't we?
Yeah.
Go in the mountains. Right, let's get going. Right, we finally got away from the hotel. It's nearly 10 o'clock, which is a bit disappointing because we were supposed to leave about 9 o'clock. So we're late once again. But we're heading off now. So it's 9:48 and we're heading to the Transfagarasan. Just literally left the hotel. It's just down the road behind us. Don't think we closed the thing on the top. Thought it closed automatically. Anyway, so yeah, we're heading off to the Transfagarasan. Not expecting any bad weather, I don't think, so let's hope for the best. But of course it's the top of a mountain, so you know, anything can happen. But yeah, we're heading off there now, going through Curtea de Arges, which is where we've been staying. Just stayed overnight, and it's really nice little town. You know, apparently it used to be the capital, and I don't know if that's capital Romania or capital of Wallachia or something, but we're heading off and it's pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty picturesque here. We had a nice walk out last night and have a look around the area, and it's definitely a nice place to stay if you're going to go through the Transfagarasan. I think I'd recommend it over Budapest, where we stayed last year, which was just a bit more industrial. So the only thing is it's a lot more busy here, so we're sort of slowly getting out of the town, and I think people are parking all on the road because it's all parking spaces down the side of the road, so that obviously slows people down because people are trying to park at the same time as drive down the road, which isn't ideal. We did find that the hotel does have a car park, and it's across the road basically from the hotel. You just don't really see it. You kind of imagine it's like going to be attached to the hotel. But to be fair, I went into the hotel and the lady said to park out the front, so, and we haven't been clamped, so I'm presuming there was no issue with parking there. She said it was fine, but yeah, so we're slowly moving along because there's a car in front of us who's going quite slow, and I think it's because he's looking for a parking space. Yeah, and it's a bit of a pain really. We've kind of hit rush hours. It's our own fault. We were once again not able to get out of the hotel quickly. Joys of having kids really, because when you've got like 2 kids and there's loads of prams and there's loads of bags and loads of things to stuff in the car, and you know, things have to go in the right spots, and that's, you know, it's just the joys of travelling with kids, I think. But yeah, we're on our way now, and yeah, it's a nice little area. Definitely worth stopping here if you get the chance, because it's quite nice really. It's picturesque. I'm sure there's quite a lot more to it than what we saw, but we you know, we didn't really know, and we couldn't really go much further than like around the hotel. So yeah, and by the time you get into the hotel and sort of settle yourself down and have something to eat, you've kind of not got a lot left in the day. So, but it was good. It was definitely better than other places we stayed where there wasn't really anything to do around the hotel. So yeah, it's pretty good. We are heading off now to the Transfagarasan, and our destination is basically Budapest. So we should be getting to Budapest, I don't know, sometime this evening. Based on our previous travels, I would love to say to you that it'll be like 5:30 or, you know, whatever the exact time that we should get there. But the sat nav is saying 6:08, and I'm wondering if that takes into account the time difference, because we go back an hour when we go to Budapest. So basically now we're going to, it's a bit weird really, because I think this is a one-way road and I'm on one side of it, but you know, I'm used to driving on the right here. So anyway, right now I'm in the right hand lane. I think that's good. But yeah, we're heading on, and you know, we should get to Transfagarasan pretty quickly because we're at the foot of it, I think, the foot of the big mountains, and yeah, we should get to Budapest. According to that, should be round about 6:08, but I think you've got to add a couple of hours, so it's probably going to be about 8:10 tonight, but I don't know if that takes into account the time difference at the moment. So let's crack on and let's get on up to the Transfagarasan, which is our first sort of port of call, really. We are at like the beautiful reservoir that you get to as you sort of come up through the mountains. It's pretty beautiful. Few people beeping away as usual. Now it's pretty nice up here, and yeah, this is the first stop really that you sort of realise how beautiful the place is. As you can see behind, you can see the mountains in the distance there. I believe we're heading for that direction. We're heading up over those, and you know, they've got boats and stuff that you can go out on by the looks of it. So you can go out on the I'm guessing this is a lake, but it's a reservoir, so it's all dammed up, so it's pretty cool. It's a really nice place to come and stop, and I'm just pumping the tyres up on the car because basically one side was very low. Yeah, so we're just going to pump the tyres up a bit. It should be up to 40. And as you can see, it's only really just approaching 30. There we go. To be honest, I have been looking at the tyres for a little while and kind of thinking they looked a bit low, so but anyway, there's no major problem, we're just pumping them up. Probably a very slow puncture maybe, I don't know. But yeah, car's all packed up, take everything back to the UK, so we're heading back. And yeah, the Range Rover's doing us proud, apart from the tyre, but I think that's probably nothing. Yeah, so yeah, we're getting on, we're getting ourselves sorted out. We got the camera on top of the car. People basically stop here to come and have a look at this like beautiful view. We brought the drone here, put the drone up and had a look. We've got to be a little bit careful crossing, as of course this is the road. It's the main road. Little dogs sort of hanging around coming to see you, or they're not that little. I think you can go off in that direction as well, not sure what's around that side of the lake. But we will go off in this direction over here and take a look round. But yeah, I just wanted to take the opportunity to pump up the tyres first, because we need to make sure that we've got tyres. There's quite a lot of weight in the car. But yeah, it's out over there. It's quite a nice view as well down. I'll just go and check the tyres again, and then if all's good, we'll go out and have a quick look at that. It's coming up. It's coming up, I think. Going there. I think we've got a quick moment to just quickly have a look over here. I don't want to spend too long because I want to over pump the tyres. I just want a quick look over the edge of. It's amazing, you can hear that from here. You can hear the tyre pump spoiling the sort of mountain beauty. But yeah, let's take a look over here because it's pretty good. It's a hell of a nice view over. It's yeah, massive dam basically. And yeah, I don't know how old it is, whether it's Soviet or whether it's been here before then. Probably Soviet. I think possibly Ceausescu built it. Maybe it's part of the road. Obviously a lot of people died building this road. But it is a beautiful road to travel on that goes up through the mountains, which you'll see in the footage that we'll take. But yeah, we'll get back to the car. Just make sure that everything is good with the tyres. I think it's been low all the time really. It may never have been pumped up, it may have just been set to a low amount. Just had quite a lot in the car, so let's go and take a look and see where it's got to. I don't think it's going to be too big an issue. So yeah, we're trying to get to the 40. I've got bigger tyres than this car has like information for. We're trying to get to 40 there. Basically, when it's 40, we're going to leave it at that. Might need more than that, but I think I'm happy with 40. So, and we're dropping everything out. Emily, you dropped your blanket. Did you find it? Rachel's lost like a jumper for Chloe, which she swears she saw. No one else saw it, but no one else saw this jumper, but Rachel swears that it exists. You're gonna have to take everything apart, see if you can find it. Yeah, the usual chaos of travelling. But yeah, let's see how well this tyre does. I think it's looking a lot better, the actual tyre itself. We're seeing like, it was really like looking a bit flat, so I'm just going to have a look at the front ones. I think they looked alright. Let's have a quick look, might as well. See, this side's 40 as well, and it's looking alright. This one, I don't know, but it's looking pretty good, I'd say. I think we can live with that. Looks okay. Could probably do with a tiny bit on, but not a big deal. This one, don't know on this one. I might have a look at this one. This one looks a bit lower, but not much lower, I'd say. But yeah, old L322 is doing us alright, really. So here we go, we're getting there, I always think these machines are not going to be able to handle it and just sort of blow up at some point, but to be honest, I don't think any one of them's ever let me down, apart from maybe the end breaking off. Yeah, coming on. Good bit of kit to have in the car really on a long trip, you know, you kind of need it. But yeah, beautiful view, really beautiful view out here. Pretty interesting. We just drove away from the lake, well, where the big dam is, and within like a few seconds of leaving, maybe like half a minute, we saw a family of bears. We didn't know why everyone was stopped in the road. We saw a family of bears basically, and yeah, Rachel managed to get them on camera. It's pretty cool. They were going up to one of the cars. They were like sort of trying to grab his wheel or grab the side of the car, I'm not sure. So we were a bit nervous, but Rachel put her window down and got a good film of them. Looked like a family of 3 bears, wasn't it? Was it 3?
Was the one that was trying to like.
Yeah, the cub was interesting. Yeah, I mean,
It's just interesting.
I expect the cub probably can't do much damage. The mother was standing back. We have heard that there's a lot of them on this road. We didn't see them the last time we drove through, so we were quite disappointed last time. But
I think it's because there's a lot of food places back there and people.
yeah, there's food near there, so people are going to there, and it's obviously a very popular spot for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
But apparently they're quite friendly, aren't they? I think we. I don't know. I think people do feed them and go up to them, but I don't know. I mean, it's a risk. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not, but yeah, that was pretty nice. We just saw those bears, and we really didn't expect it, because we kind of imagined it's a really, really rare thing, but maybe it's not as rare as we thought. So we drove through last year, never saw a single one, but it was a bit colder than now, I would say, and not much colder. I mean, probably colder, like maybe it was, I don't know. Oh, hang on, there's more bears. There's more bears. Can you believe it? Live bear filming. Trouble is there's people blocking the road up, so we need to sort of get past him maybe a little bit. Maybe Rachel can get another picture. Can you get the Osmo out and sort of have a look at that? But yeah, we'll try and film again the bears. But yeah, so second helping of bears, pretty cool. But we're being made to move on by other cars, unfortunately. But,
I got it.
but yeah, that is it. It was quite cool, you know, seeing these bears that just sort of randomly about. Maybe we'll see more. It'll probably delay us getting to Budapest, but we've seen 2 groups so far. Did you get a good view of those ones as well? Yeah, didn't expect that, because it just didn't have anything. You know, we saw no.
I was disappointed last time.
Well, didn't expect. I didn't really think you'd see them that easily, but Rachel said you would. But we have done this time, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, wow. Yeah, really exciting. Now, wonder if we'll see any more before we get to the summit of the mountain. Just passed by Balea, is it Balea? Balea, something like that. Rachel's better at it. She's got the camera up, the 360 camera, to get a good view. It's a little bit sort of cloudy with a bit of sun, so it's not like, you know, I don't know how well the camera will do. But yeah, we're heading down the other side of the Transfagarasan now, so kind of got to the summit, and now we're heading back down again, so should be pretty good. This is sort of like the crazy hairpins really, and yeah, you know, you can see why people think it's the best road in the world. Maybe it's not the best, but one of the best, I don't know, but it's certainly one of the best, I would say, because just where would you get this sort of really nice scenery? It's quite amazing. I mean, we've been through parts of Switzerland and they look really cool as well, but this is a much cheaper country than Switzerland, I guess, to visit, so when you go down around here, it's all free, and you know, I think we pay quite a lot to drive on the road in Switzerland. You do pay for a vignette here, but we paid like 20 euros or something, so for a year. And you can get 7 days or 3 days, I think, whereas in Switzerland you had to pay like 40 quid for the whole year, and you only get the part of the year that you you know, it starts January to December, I think. So anyway, sure, Switzerland's lovely, but yeah, this is a really nice yeah, really nice views and just really impressive. And yeah, it's kind of mad to think that we're on our way to Budapest. We're sort of, I think we're forgetting that that's what we're doing. Well, I don't know, because it's not coming up on the thing, so I don't know why. But see if I can get it up on history. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to set my sat nav again to good old Sigic. I mean, we keep giving it another chance. I think it's because it's like cheapest sat nav. 7 hours and 3 minutes, but we've worked out that it doesn't do time difference, so the time will go back when we cross into Hungary. It'll go back 1 hour, and it's saying we'll arrive at 8:36, but I think we'll arrive at 7:36, and that's not accounting for any stops. So and a border, yeah. So the border could slow us down as well. So I think we could be as late as 9 o'clock, if, you know, I mean, well, could be later than that, who knows. But we're going to have a day in Budapest the next day, so, you know, we always try to get to these places. Imagine we're going to get there sort of late afternoon and then be able to enjoy like a bit of it, but you never really achieve it. Maybe if you set off early and don't stop, but I think this time, you know, having that extra day, so we're going to have a spare day in Budapest to have a look around, that's going to be a lot nicer, I think, than carrying on straight away the next day. So we're going to have a bit of a break, but yeah, then it will be pretty much straight to the UK with a stopover in Frankfurt in the night. But yeah, we're heading down the hairpin now. I thought this was the famous hairpin, but apparently this isn't the famous hairpin. But when we got to the bit that was the famous hairpin, we thought, actually this should be the bit that's the famous hairpin, because it just looks so much more impressive than where the famous hairpin's meant to be, which is weird. But this is pretty cool. Twists and turns down here, really. It's really good, really nice road, really quite impressive. And yeah, it's obviously it's got like a bit of a mad history because it was built by Ceausescu. Lots of people died building it, but I think it was intended in case there was a Soviet invasion of Romania. Then, although it was a Soviet country, I think if the USSR had like kind of tried to you know, invade, basically, I think he was worried about what happened in Czechoslovakia, where tanks were sent in. If the same thing had ever happened here, it would have been harder to do because they had better coverage of the country, so they could move the army around. And I think that this was intended for that, to plug a gap in how they could move the army about. So yes, it's yeah, it's got a, you know, sort of mad history, but it is a beautiful road. And you know, if you're gonna drive a road, then this is the road to drive, because it's very, very nice, and it's not busy. I mean, this time of year, we're September, literally going into October. I mean, last year there was a bit of snow up here, wasn't there?
Yeah.
But we were a week later than this. But even still, I think if you can get here early September, you know, probably early September, just to be sort of sure, I don't know, it's quite a nice drive through. I mean, we used to go a different way through, which apparently is the main way, and I don't know, we find this way to be a nicer drive through than going through Ramaniku Valchai, which always to us seemed to snarl up. And you know, the good thing about this road, I think, is you don't get any trucks. There's absolutely no trucks going down this road, so that is really good. That, I think the trucks on single lanes can cause a lot of like delay. So the only thing that delays you here is just how beautiful it is and how much you're trying to basically get film and footage and pictures and stuff of the place. So yeah, I think that's the only thing that's going to delay you. But you know, you make progress through it and at your own pace, and you know, it doesn't feel like you're being stuck anywhere. Always seems to be places to stop and get some good views. So yeah, so definitely recommend trying this road out. It's really good. We're now going to basically head through the rest of it and head on towards Sibiu, which Sibiu will be after here. Once we pass Sibiu, we'll be heading to Arad, and then we'll be on the border. We're hoping the fuel makes it to Arad. Let's see how we get on, and then we'll probably fill up just before the Romanian border, and then we'll have Romanian border with Hungary, so Hungarian border, and then we'll be heading into Hungary. just stopped at a service station. We're making progress through the Romanian roads now. We're on the A1, so we came onto the A1 just after Sibiu. We just stopped at a service place and they had a KFC in there, which we've never seen driving these roads. It wasn't here last year, was it? I don't think. And so we've grabbed a KFC, and you know how fond we are at KFC. But yeah, we thought we'd grab some because you can just grab it and go. Really good. Had a machine in there. I'm not exactly sure where we are. I don't know where we are exactly. But yeah, we're not quite to Deva yet. We're about 28 kilometers from Deva, so whatever's before Deva. I know that Deva inside the town has a KFC. We stopped there once before. But no, we're heading down the motorway. I think there's about 200 odd kilometers to Timișoara. After Timișoara, I think we go back on the old road for a little bit through Faghet, and then back onto the A1, which takes us up to the border. But yeah, everything seems to be going okay. Touch wood. That we're moving along, and yeah, we didn't expect to see a KFC. We're going to just try and drive straight to Budapest, but to be honest with you, I think we need to eat, so we took our opportunity to grab something. Menus were available in English, and you could pay by card. Really straightforward, and actually the lady in the restaurant spoke English as well, so yeah, things are definitely changing here. There's a lot more progress, I think, than in Bulgaria, but it's definitely getting better. They're really, before you didn't really have petrol stations along some stretches of the motorway, but now they seem to start to complete those, and they're putting in restaurants like KFC, I think, in those, so I'm sure there's lots of other local alternatives as well available. I think they did have Romanian food in there as well, so if you don't want to stop for that and you want to try something different, then of course you can. Yeah, it was some sort of brand called Hay or High, I think, and I believe they had other kinds of food in there, so yeah, we're heading on, and basically we're trying to get to Budapest. We realised that we looked at the timing on our video from last year where we drove back. Of course we were in the BMW X5, and we broke down with the battery basically being bad, yeah, so basically we looked at the time and we passed the area where the garage is maybe about half an hour ahead of where we were last time, so, and yeah, we made it to around Budapest, I think around about 9-10, between 9 and 10 o'clock at night, so that's what I kind of imagine could happen again. We did have a lot of stoppages further on last time, so there was an accident and the border was very busy, so let's hope that this time we'll get a bit luckier. Last time was a Friday, this time's a Thursday, so whether that makes a difference let's see. But yeah, hopefully won't get to Budapest around 10 o'clock at night, because that would be pretty crazy, really. Oh, there's some truck ahead basically slowing all the traffic down. Everybody's gone to a crawl because he's just cut into the fast lane, and everybody's trying to get around him, so what can you do? You do get some people who do things like that. There's just no way he could overtake the car in front at any speed, so sorry, there's another lorry in front. They're only small little trucks, but yeah, he couldn't overtake and slowed us all down for a second there. But anyway, we're moving on, and yeah, hopefully we'll make quick progress to the Romanian-Hungarian border. Okay, we stopped in a LiQWYD, which is basically the last cheapest fuel station, I think, in Arad before we get onto the road that takes us to the border. It's 771. I think we're down to like we're not like quite quarter of a tank left, probably a bit more than that. So really, from Rusay all the way to here in Arad, we've done it in, you know, less than a full tank, so it's pretty good, and probably better than the BMW would have done, I think, so far. But yeah, we're going to fill this up and then note it all down. But yeah, 771, which is pretty good, because I saw one on the road and we kind of drove past it, and we thought it'd be 772 here. And I thought, oh no, that's 771, but actually that's not a problem, because this one's 771 as well. So yeah, they got things like gas here, so I don't know if that's LPG. I think they do have it, and they've got like diesel, obviously, and you know, more expensive diesel, and 95, which is basically E10, I think. So yeah, so we are, you know, getting close to the border now. It's a bit lighter than when we were here last year, I think, so I think that's a good thing, that we'll get through the border hopefully a bit earlier. Who knows what the border's going to be like? Could be busy. What can you do, really? So I'm just going to have to sort of do our best. I was just checking, thinking, is it diesel? Yeah, definitely diesel. Yeah, so we're good. But yeah, it's been a long old day, isn't it? Coming through the mountains, going through Transfagarasan. Yeah, so that's full now. Never get that little bit. always get like a bit dripping, don't you? I always press it a bit too long, I think. There we go. Yeah, so unlike in Bulgaria, in Romania you have to fill up the fuel yourself, which obviously is quite normal to people from the UK, as we do that anyway. Right, so I'm going to close that back up. You can see, definitely diesel. Yep, right, so just need to get Rachel's card off her. Did you give me the card? Yeah, so we'll just go and pay for it. Brilliant, thank you. Right, so we're going now. So in Bulgaria we were able to pay with Lev, and we still had some money left over, like in notes. So actually we managed to get, like, you know, pay for it that way so we could get rid of the money. But now we're going to switch to using card. We've got a styling card, which basically makes it like the cheapest it can possibly be. So yeah, pretty good little petrol station. Got like a little cafe area over here. Some seating area to eat. I think we had a sandwich from here. It was pretty good last time. So we didn't have a chance to stop for anything because we broke down. And yeah, so you can get all sorts of cakes and pastries and sandwiches, and you've got sweets and stuff as well. So, but yeah, big long old day. But hopefully we're just getting close to the border. Hopefully it won't be too busy. Although, to be honest, I think it will be busy. But hopefully we'll just get through and get sorted. Anyway, yeah, so this is the queue. It's quite long, it's quite a lot of people. I'm guessing a lot of people stop here before the border because it's probably the last, like, cheapest fuel before Hungary. And then obviously in Hungary the prices are going to go up. It's kind of like every country, so Hungary will be cheaper than Austria, Romania is cheaper than Hungary, and I think Austria is cheaper than Germany, so it's kind of like dominoes. So we're going to fill up full here, probably fill up full again at the Hungarian border. So right, I'm going to grab the fuel, pay for the fuel, and get going. this border is complete chaos. We've had loads of trucks down the side of us blocking up something. We don't know. Some cars are trying to get off down to a turn off towards Nadlatch, which our sat-nav was trying to take us to. We're hoping that that's not where we're meant to go. We're going straight on the A1 to the border, and we're hoping that we'll find cars. It looks like there's cars up ahead of us. But yeah, I mean, this border has never ever particularly gone well for us. Once again, it's pretty much the same deal, I'm afraid. So we're just following this car. There's a load of, there's a load of cars. I mean, let's hope that it isn't too bad. I've got a feeling these guys are just cutting around a corner, basically. The trouble is, what they do is they don't open up like all the barriers, and then but there's loads of spare lanes down the side, so people don't realise, and they kind of think, oh yeah, I can go down here or whatever, but they can't. And it is what it is. But we didn't know. It happened to us last year. People were cutting ahead of us, to be honest with you. And it is what it is. We didn't know which lane. It's like, I don't know which lane was. We didn't know which lane. It was just, yeah. So I'm just telling the guy next to me who's probably annoyed, as I was last year, to be honest with you. And but we have no choice but to go in, really. I mean, we didn't know there was no lane. There was no lane. Anyway, the lane's basically, it's crazy. They don't manage the border very well. It's a terrible, terrible border that needs to be removed, frankly. But yeah, it's annoying. I've still got sunglasses on because the sun was still beating down on me, and they're not happy. They're not letting us in. But what can you do? There's nothing we can do. There was an open lane. We followed a car going down a lane thinking that's the right way, and now we're stuck trying to get back into a lane. So they need to have like guides on the floor or something, or they need barriers or something to stop people from going and cutting in, which, you can see why it happens. I mean, someone just gone down round that way, they're cutting in down there, so I mean, what can we do? And this is what causes all the chaos, really. So, what can you do about it? It is what it is. Like, we're trying to get in. We didn't try and like go round anyone deliberately or anything like that. I think this guy behind realised that we just didn't do it deliberately. And the thing is, they should be blocking off the lanes. They should be, but it was a bit lighter than what we were last time we were here, so there's a little bit of optimism. Last time we'd kind of it's okay, basically people trying to sell stuff, clean your windows, all that sort of stuff's going on, basically. So it is what it is. But the border doesn't look as bad as it was last time, although, to be honest, we were driving to a certain degree, and then loads of people came down the side of us last year, so let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope someone's blocked it off up there. Really, the car should just block the lane off, but then, to be honest, they'd just go down the other side. So people don't know, you can't see that far back where the border, I mean, we didn't even know the border was there at first, because we were thinking, why are cars cutting across lorries? Because basically all the lorries queue back the motorway, and what can you do? They all queue back the motorway. This guy's cutting round, but he's just come out of a lane. He's just come out of a lane, and he's just he was behind us at one point, so he's cut out of a lane. That's crazy, isn't it? So he's just literally come across our lane, and then he's trying to get back in the lane further down. So I don't really understand the logic of that. That's crazy. I mean, we found ourselves in the wrong place, but he's just literally cut round from being that side. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, so it's all good. It's all good, and I think we're just going to basically see how quickly we can get through this border, how fast it will move on. And I think the thing is, I think he thinks there's a lane over there, and they've opened one. I think he thinks there's a lane over there, doesn't he, Rach? I think that's what they think. They've gone out over there thinking, oh, I've seen cars over there, and that they can get into this lane, but he was already in this lane. So he thought another lane opened up, I think, and it hasn't. Oh, it's a bit chaotic, and they really need to manage it, but frankly they should scrap this border, because Romania needs to be in Schengen, and we just need to get rid of these borders all the way to Bulgaria, really. We've made it to Budapest, to the Mercure Castle Hill. It's not too bad. It's quite a sort of bijou room, isn't it? It's quite petite. This got like a kind of it's just a bit narrow. So basically, here's the sofa bed. That's probably what I'm sleeping on. Emily, that's my towel, by the way. And I got the Fire TV up and running, so that all works. Quite a nice view out the window of, I think, like a cathedral or something in the distance, maybe a church. It's quite nice. Just a view over the road, but you can sort of see some nice landmarks. This is this, I'm guessing this would be like a living room. It's a bit like the last place we stayed in Curtea. It's sort of like, yeah, like there's kind of a living room area, but it can converted into a bed. Air conditioning seems to be working. I don't know if it's kicking out cold air or not. We'll find out, but the controls seem to turn stuff on. There's kind of a little corridor. Chloe, sorry, has already had a go at the mirror, so that's why it's all kind of messed up like that at the bottom. It's quite a sort of small area for the bathroom. Toilet just in the corner there. And you've got like kind of a wash basin and a shower area. I mean, it's all you need, really. It's not that you know, it's fine. It's all you need, but you could do with like a bit bigger space, really. They've kind of tried to use up as much room as possible, as little room as possible. Anyway, that's fine. We've got it all sorted out. Mirror. One of those sort of crazy mirrors where you can sort of see yourself massively. Think like that. Yeah. You get the picture. Mini fridge, but there was nothing in it. Yeah. So there was nothing in the mini fridge, so it doesn't come with anything in there. But you get one. You get 2 TVs, so there was one in there obviously with a Fire TV on it. And you get this other sort of room, again, quite narrow, but not too bad. I think there must be ability to have adjoining rooms, because that room connects with the next room, I think. I haven't tried to open it, won't try and open it. They've given us a cot, pretty standard sort of cot that you get in these sort of hotels. I think we've seen this before at the holiday resort in Nessie-Bar that we stayed in. I'm sure we had the same one. So they must be pretty common. Nice little chair. I mean, it's a nice room. It's definitely a nice room. Some USB sockets over here. That's pretty cool, actually. Rach, did you realise there's USB sockets over here? So you can actually plug in USB devices as well as other things. So you can actually, you know, we've got normal sockets and USB. Nice, cool looking sort of lamp there. Pretty good. So yeah, it's nicely decorated. It is a nice little room. It just feels a little bit cramped to me. Yeah, I was just saying that. You can go into the other room. So this sort of looks like you can have a massive window area. But then when you actually pull back here, there's no other window. It's kind of just, it's just that. But that's fine. And it looks like there's a train station across from us. I don't know if I can open the window. Whoop, hang on, no. Yeah, I don't think it opens. Don't think you can open it full out. It's just a tilt-in one. Guessing it's pretty iffy if you allow people to just jump straight out the window. But yeah, you've got like something across the road which is like Mosaic Office, I think it says. And there's some sort of big tower up on the hill over there. There's like a little train station down there, and there was a decent parking. We managed to park our car pretty easily in there, didn't we? It was like big enough space. There's an outdoor one which we used, and there's a downstairs underneath the garage one. So there's a garage one, and I think that's shared with the Ibis. I think, but basically this is like, there's a Mercure and there's like an Ibis next door. So I think the car parks are shared. But the reception area was just for Mercure, I think. Seemed like nice downstairs. Restaurant was still going. We got here about 9 o'clock at night, and restaurants seem to be still going downstairs with people eating. Nice enough bathroom, but very sort of petite. But the thing is, I suppose it's all you need. I just found myself sort of trying to move around people, and it has been a bit, like we're bumping into people. You got like a rack to put your coat, somewhere to stick shoes in, or somewhere I suppose, and put stuff on the side. And there was a cupboard, and I think that had hangers in it. Yes, you got hangers. You got a hairdryer, which we haven't tried, and you got a safe and you've got some extra pillows, I think. Yeah, like they're in bags basically. I think they're pillows. And yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it'll do us for like 2 nights. So we're basically taking a break for a day now. We're gonna have a look around Budapest. Emily, that's meant to be my bed. Says it didn't seem mega comfortable compared with the one in Curtea, which was a similar sort of design. That had a thicker mattress. This one feels quite a thin mattress, so whether it's going to be comfortable, I don't know. But I mean, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It for a couple of nights, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
The other bed looks pretty good. I mean, basically you got proper big. You know, I think it's a bit bigger than a double bed, isn't it? Sort of more of a king, maybe slightly bigger than a king. So that should fit you guys on there pretty easily. And I guess you can always put Chloe in here if you needed to. Although I don't know if she'll go for it. But yeah, train just going by out there as well. So there's a train going down there. So obviously, you know, that might be quite useful if you try. And I think I saw a metro outside as well somewhere nearby. So yeah, so all in all, not bad rooms. Not like, you know, not... I don't know, I've stayed in Mercure's before, and I think the bathroom was a lot better before. Definitely, I had like a big bath with a shower and everything in it, and I stayed in one in Winchester. It was really good. But I expect it was probably more expensive. Chloe seems to be voicing her concerns. Don't know if that's her saying, yeah, it is a bit small. No, it's all right. I mean, at the end of the day, we paid £100 a night here. And when I looked, we couldn't have got in the Ibis because for some reason they want to give you 2 rooms for a family, so you couldn't really get in there. We didn't really have the family rooms, and to be honest, this was like a similar price to a lot of the ones that we were seeing. So we could have stayed in like an Ibis further away, I think, but the room price was the same for the night. I don't know if you'd picked different nights, would it have been different, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, £100 a night isn't too bad, and I think, you know, for central Budapest anyway. So maybe that reflects why the room's a bit smaller. Maybe there are bigger rooms than this. I don't know, but it looks fine to me. And yeah, we're going to sort of get ourselves sorted, and then I think get to bed because it's probably getting on for nearly 10 now. We've set everything up in the room, but yeah, probably time to get some sleep and take a look around Budapest tomorrow.